Bossier City voters have decided the lingering issue of term limits for city councilmen and the mayor after yesterday's election.
Voters passed both propositions for term limits. KTBS 3's Sydney Lane brings us more with details.
The term limits passed in Saturday's election are the result of the dedication of the Bossier Term Limits Coalition. Members of the coalition battled to get their version of term limits on the ballot. The Bossier Term Limits Coalition worked for over a year to get retroactive term limits on the ballot in Bossier City. The coalition's version stated that once a council member or mayor serves 3 terms, they cannot run again. Both propositions passed with over 80% voting yes.
I am so excited. It has been a very long journey for this team of people that got together and decided we're going to do something different, that we want some new stuff going on in Bossier City.
Political analyst Scott Hughes said term limits are becoming more popular.
We actually saw them come in Louisiana a number of years ago with the legislature. They went to 3 terms. They're designed to encourage people to move up and move through the system. It is a movement that we're seeing now.
Currently, Senator Alan Seabaugh has local legislation on the agenda for Sabine Parish and DeSoto Parish to consider term limits for the police juries.
I think the Sabine one would be retroactive lifetime. The DeSoto one would be you could serve so many terms, sit out, and come back. And those are working their way through the legislature. If it gets through the legislature, then the voters in Sabine and DeSoto might have a chance to come and decide, do they want term limits, or what should those term limits look like?
The Bossier Term Limits Coalition members have mentioned they might try to get term limits in the parish next.
It would be very common that the group that pursued term limits in the city of Bossier might then look at Bossier Parish. Police juries historically were not set up with term limits. You often get long-serving police jury members, 20, 25, 28 years.
We will continue to follow term limits in Bossier City to see what happens next, as well as the possibility of term limits in other local parishes. Sydney Lane, KTBS 3 News.